I'm Bec Laughton. You're watching the AU Review, and we are at Music Matters in Singapore.
Thank you very much for joining us, and welcome to Singapore.
Hey, thank you. Aussie for welcoming me to Singapore.
How's the city treating you?
Oh man, Singapore's amazing. The first thing that all the people here say is, food, you have to try the food. And the food is ridiculous. Shopping, also ridiculous. People, so lovely. And being at Music Matters is really cool, obviously, seeing just music everywhere. Super fun times.
So tell us the shows. How have they gone?
The
You've done a
shows-
few so far.
Really, really good. And the first one, we had pretty wild response. We played in this venue called the Crazy Elephant, and it definitely was crazy. It was a bit raucous in there, and a very, very close, jam-packed room, which is cool. And then the second show, we sold out of CDs, which is very exciting. Luckily, I left a few stuffed in the back of my suitcase, so I have a few left to sell tonight. And yeah, looking forward to the last two shows.
Fantastic.
Woo!
So yeah, you've got two right next to each other. One's an acoustic.
Yeah, yes, one is an acoustic. So the first one is full band at, I was saying Paulina, but I think it's Paulina. I'm never saying things quite correctly. And then an acoustic one to finish off the whole shebang.
Fantastic. So how does an acoustic Bec Laughton set differ from a full band set?
We'll find out as we go. No, I kind of like the hype and the energy of having the full band, but I like the intimacy of doing acoustic things. I think it's fun having people listening to the lyrics, which allows you to kind of do different songs. There's different songs that you play when people are really listening.
Well, let's talk about your music.
Let's talk about music.
as
That's a great idea.
Music does matter. and you mentioned that you did sell out of your CD.
Yes.
Or just
I should
about.
run and grab one.
So tell us about it.
So we have a new CD out called M&R, and everyone keeps asking what M&R stands for, when the main song is I got so much music and rhythm in me. So I thought it would be obvious what M&R stood for. But people are like, oh, is it a trick? No, it just stands for music and rhythm. So it's very different to anything I've ever released before. It's definitely on the soul vibe still, but a lot more experimentation with kind of electronic sounds. Yeah, so we had Richie producing a bunch of tracks. He does Emma Louise and Holy Holly and some other peeps, and he's put a real kind of indie twist on my soul R&B vibe.
Brisbane royalty.
Yeah, that's right. Brisbane royalty. I like that. I like that.
So, where do you go from here? So you're here in Singapore.
I am here in Singapore. I still can't believe that I'm in Singapore, now that you mention it, but we are standing in Singapore. It's been really amazing. And then I go back home to Australia for the M&R National Tour. First time playing shows in Perth and surrounds. I think we're doing Margaret River and Fremantle as well, which is really exciting. And then August, off to New York City.
Wow. First time there?
Second time there, but first time in this way. I'm writing and recording with a Grammy award-winning artist who I can't mention yet, but it's really exciting.
That's really exciting, and
Yes.
even though I don't know who it is,
Yeah.
it's very exciting. How did that come about?
I actually wrote to this person December last year. Not thinking that I would hear back, just wrote to him on Facebook. Couldn't add him as a friend, obviously, because there's a million too many friends. And it sends you that email back saying, this person probably won't read this mail because it's gone to their junk box filter. But he wrote back and, I just gave away a bit of a clue. He wrote back and was just, blown away by Holy Love, one of my older videos, because apparently it's totally the soul style of Virginia where he grew up in. So it really kind of struck a chord with him. It's a he and he's from Virginia. Oh, who is it? He was just keen as, and I applied for a grant, which I just found out I got, the Lord Mayor's Young and Emerging Fellowship. Thank you, Brisbane City Council. Yahoo. So that's so good that they're funding the project for me to fly over there and work with him, and then come back, and I'm going to use some of the skills that I learned with the Murray School, which is a little Aboriginal school I teach at in Acacia Ridge, which is also super exciting.
So you got a busy few months ahead.
I do, but it's all fun, so it's cram it in, I say. Cram it on in.
So what does a festival like Music Matters, when you're doing a lot of shows in a short period of time,
Yeah.
does that prepare you for, does that open your eyes a bit to the future and possibilities?
It's hard work. It's
Yeah.
like, you're like, traveling, interviewing, it's also hard, you understand.
Don't feel my back right now. It's so hot out there.
It is hot here, it's really hot here. You're very comfortable, hopefully, at home in your Brisbane, Australia weather. Or maybe you're somewhere else around the world watching this. I don't know. Anyway, it's hot here, guys. So we rushed straight off the plane to, to bed. We landed late at night. So we got off the plane, straight to bed, and then early the next day we had like radio interviews, straight to rehearsals, straight to our first shows. And I feel like every day has been like that since. It's just like jam-packed time, all good things, but there's not a lot of breathing room. And I can imagine, like, if you're on tour at, Beyonce scale, it's definitely would wear you down, after time. So
not even Beyonce scale.
Beyonce scale, like Bec Laughton scale. It's tiring.
It's tiring.
It's hard being a musician. No, but yeah, it's super fun. So couldn't do anything else.
And when you go over and record in New York, do you have already an idea about what you're going to be doing musically? Or
I feel like there's two new songs that I've written, and when I play them, that like every time they're the songs that stand out to people. So I kind of feel like, okay, I have to record these songs. And there's one, it's called Wildly in brackets Redhead, and people have been emailing me and tweeting me, trying to get a copy of it to listen to it. And I'm like, wow, I've only played it live like a handful of times, and so I think I definitely need to get that somewhere for people to be able to listen to again, other than just for 3 minutes live.
Well, wish you the best with all your travels and your next recording sessions, and of course the Australian tour that's just around the corner.
Yeah, thanks Larry, thanks AU Review.